Alright. Yeah. This is a little response to a comment that I did for Lil Simba. This is going to be my first video response. So bear with me if I start fumbling, mumbling, and rambling. Well, basically, I'm going to elaborate on the little answer that I gave him on this comments board, and I'm also going to answer a couple of questions right here on his comments page with regards to the race between Africans and Caribbeans. Right. Let me start off with why I believe there is a rift over here in this country, and it only seems to be a rift in this country and also in the States. Now, over here, it seems like the United Kingdom, or shall I say the Great British Empire, you know, throughout history, have always been operating under the premise of divide and conquer, which means they'll come in, they'll befriend, let's say, one tribe that, you know, probably treats them the best or whatever, hypes them up, makes them that, you know, they are the greatest thing since sliced bread, and whispers in their ear about the other tribes. And before you got your little divisions, and once you got your little divisions, you have your allies, because you've been nice to them, they'll be nice to you. Now, that's how when they colonize, you know, the UK. So I'm not talking about when they colonized Africa. They basically was able to, you know, do what they was able to do, because they like to distance themselves from the natives. When they used to come down, and speak to, like, maybe the tribesmen of their favorite tribe or whatever, and like I said, whisper in their ear. Now, you can imagine that was all those years ago when the white man first touched down in Africa, and for all those years, maybe the guys, you know, who first met them thought, oh, we must be the chosen ones because we see the white man, and the white man talk to us, the white man favors us over everybody else. No, it wasn't that the white man favored you. It's like them, those guys in power at that time used you for them to gain favor. Like in 1847, in the partition of Africa, there was a big conference about it where all the European leaders all met up and decided how to divide Africa. Now, they obviously didn't bring any of their representatives or quote-unquote subjects to these meetings. It was like, yeah, we've decided, boom, it's going to happen. It's like that. I don't think that was right personally, but, whoa, like I said, here we are, flashback 100 years later, and as a result of this, when we come over here, sometimes we still think that we are better than our fellow brothers, hence the division. I don't even know whether I've answered the question all that well, but I was hoping that I've touched on certain points with regards to that. But it's just like, remember, this is my view, and when I look back at the playback, there may be other things I might need to clarify, because there may be things that I've missed. Now, I went back to Ghana year 2000, and I was actually surprised when I went back there what I found. Don't get me wrong, it's not all, because the way the West like to portray it is like all poverty and there's no progress or anything like that, which is a total lie. I know the guys who have been going back to and from back home, whether in Ghana, Nigeria, even in other countries, whether it be Mozambique or Ethiopia or wherever. Always, when you go back there, when you first go back, have an open mind, because it's absolute. I mean, if they was actually going to portray what was out there, put it this way, a lot of people probably wouldn't be giving money on Red Nose Day, let's say, for example. Like, I haven't been back recently, but I'm going back again next year. From what I heard, even from the last time I went back there till now, there's a lot of developments going on. There's even more supermarkets, like say your chain stores, which I'm not going to get into with a lot of chain stores, because say how the chain stores are ripping people off here, they're ripping people off there back home even more so. I'll get into that in another video. Yeah, so when I went back there, I was also surprised to find the amount of not just Caribbeans, African Americans that were there as well. I mean, a big amount, and most of my personal opinion, or most of the foreign investment that's coming into that country, Ghana, I'm talking about, the way I've seen it, it's really coming from a lot of African Americans, because obviously when you convert the dollars to the cedi that they have there, it might actually move weight. There's a lot of people over there that are setting up like retirement and homes up there, from what I saw. So, and then there is no rift. Okay, you got your intertribal bickering over there, but it's not within the terms of mass genocide. I mean, maybe in other African countries there's that, but nah, not in Ghana. And I also believe that, I know slavery is a big bone of contention when it comes to the Caribbeans and Africans, but me personally, I don't participate in such rift, because I think it's stupid. Anyway, feel free to comment on my response to Little Simba. Little Simba, I'll be very interested to hear your comment or your response to this. Alright? Okay. Peace out.